Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to yet another episode of Fail PG. I am the Mighty Mage, and with us this evening we have Ross the Boss.
No, 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 no.
I thought the stream was messing up. Oh,
Mr. Goat,
hey, what's up?
and some random guy named Surge. I don't even know why he's in the stream, but I'm too lazy to kick him out.
Yes, kick him out anyway. Do it.
I'm too lazy. I don't wanna.
Can I do
So
it?
I'm just gonna come out and say it, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I do have a cold right now. So I do apologize if any of my usual nonsense seems a little bit lackluster tonight, or if everything comes to fail because I can't breathe. I'm sorry.
You'll be fine.
Sound disgusting. I sound all nasally and shit.
You always sound disgusting.
What was that?
Yeah, but that's a different type of disgusting. That's my disgusting. This isn't my disgusting.
Technically, it is your disgusting, at your most disgusting.
Yes.
I will take a moment to contemplate this to see if I agree with the notion.
I don't care if you agree or disagree. I am the dungeon master, and I say so.
Oh shit. He's bigging me, bro. He's bigging me, bro. Quick, somebody call Randy Orton. Get him to shake his hand.
Really? Get ready on to shake his hand. You know what? I'm gonna call Randy right now.
Yay.
Oh, Randy. Jackson. Hey, wait.
I hate you so much.
What?
You know what you did.
Did you say call Randy? I did nothing wrong.
Yeah. So
Hey, I can see y'all inside of my own screen.
So, just to give you guys a little insight, it's been about roughly a month since our last recording. There has been a lot of things that's happened in between that stopped us from being able to continue our recording sessions here. So none of us probably really remember what was going on. Like, I know we just got on the Dainty Prince again. I know
Your
that's
favorite ship.
Yes, Ronnie's favorite ship.
She thought she was free, but not even for a full day.
Right? 24 fucking hours later, ladies and gentlemen.
So yeah, y'all are on the Dainty Prince, having just pulled away from the docks of Kish, bound somewhere south. Do any of y'all remember where you're going?
Dang,
I can't remember the exact name of the area, but we were heading towards where.
Did we all separate?
No, we're on the Dainty Prince right now.
Yeah, we're all together.
Okay.
We're going towards the a shoreline. If
Yes.
I'm not mistaken, there's a shoreline.
So, since it's been so long, I'll give y'all a break and read back what I have in my notes for the last episode.
Oh,
So
we're all on the ship. Oh yeah, I forgot. We all got in the ship.
you're on the ship. Captain Amar from the Flying Toad, which everybody except Ronnie took to get to Kish, was found floating dead in the lake, and his ship was gone. And so the Dainty Prince and Captain Nuriel was your only option for getting off of Kish.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe you guys were heading south to Eisen, the little fishing town about halfway between Kish and Lagash, because that's where your magic, spooky, silly map said that this stone thing was.
What's that?
I'm just gonna adjust this slightly.
We don't care about your adjustments. We don't care. We don't care.
We don't care.
He's very pointedly trying to bring into frame this new dice rolling box that he had made for himself, and he's very proud of it. So,
I am not very proud of it.
It's very important that you don't say anything about the dice box to make sure that he feels bad.
Listen, I'm not very proud of it because it's something that I came up with. I'm very proud of it because of the person who put it together. Did a really good job for the first run around. And this is only a demo. Keep that in
Yep,
mind,
yep.
folks. This is just a
We're
demo.
not paying any attention to it. Feel bad.
I mean, I already feel bad. I'm sick.
Feel worse. Feel worse.
Feel terrible.
I tell you what, give me 5 minutes to go outside, kill a couple kids' puppies, and watch them cry, and then I'll consider feeling bad, although I'll probably just get all the joy from it.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like something you do to feel bad, honestly.
Go rescue some puppies. Maybe that'll make you feel bad.
Not really.
Um,
Ooh, I know what I could do to feel bad. I can go back to high school.
Yeah, that'd probably do it.
yeah.
That would make just about everybody feel bad.
Ooh, actually, you know where you can go?
Where?
Not even just high school. No, let's do that. Go back to ITT. And wait till it closes down again, and then your diploma becomes irrelevant.
Oh, and just go through that whole scenario again. Oh, yeah, I graduated from ITT Tech. Oh, my diploma is worthless now. All that money. All that money.
There you go. You're welcome, everybody.
Well, good
You're
thing.
welcome.
Well, good thing it was annulled, right?
Yeah, but then I have to go through the whole wait of 3 years for them to finally re-annul it again, remember?
Oh, damn! They did that to you. Oh, okay, never mind. They were just like straight shot for me. They was like gone.
I wish.
So as I recall, you also had two eliminators from Tiamat's organization in tow. One of whom is
The-
Stryker's new girlfriend.
Oh, baby.
Yes,
Meow.
yes. If I remember correctly, the twins are with us.
Yes, yes.
And Ronnie's trying not to kill the twins for me.
So it's late morning. It's still pretty bitter cold out there because, Kish North cold. But you guys are making your way down the lake. The ratty, horrible, old-looking sail with its arrow holes still in it is billowing weakly in front of the ship. The oarsmen are stroking at the oars, not real hard, but trying to keep up a decent pace. And Captain Neural is standing there at the tiller, that sort of smug, self-important smirk still kind of lingering on his features as he sort of regards the lot of you and gives a soft chuckle. And I thought my crew was motley.
I'm not sure what happened, but I think we may have lost Boss Ross.
Uh-oh. Mr. Ross.
Are you still there?
No.
You're a dead one, Mr.
Is the camera
Ross. It appears that Skype struck again. All his bandwidth has gone straight to shit, Mr. Ross. Is it terrible that I could literally do that?
Yeah. More terrible that we had to listen to it.
Oh, you do know how I like it.
All right, so we're just gonna wait for Jason to come back, right?
Well, he can still do dialogue stuff until he comes back in. So
Yeah.
Nurgle,
Nuriel
his Motley
is
Crue
looking at you guys, sort of wondering where we're all going. He did ask you that, and I believe Sergio said just south, but nothing more specific than that.
All I did was just move it just one little inch, and everything said, "No, don't touch me."
That's what you get, man.
I mean, first
That's
of
what
all, you
get.
should know better by now. When you're in the middle of doing something, you never try to make adjustments.
But it was distracting my eyes. I could feel like the little glare in my eyes. So I was want to move it a little bit.
Nope, you should know better. You should just know better.
You're
by now.
better. Oh wait, never mind. You're sick.
Actually, am I sick or am I just sicker? I've always been
Sickening.
told that I'm a sick puppy, so
Yeah. Ah,
Sickening.
just curious. Figured I'd ask. And would you say was the name of the village we're heading towards again? The fishing village?
Eisen.
Eisen.
Isin.
Eisenhower or just Eisen?
Just Eisen.
Just
Eisenhower
Eisen.
is like the next village over.
Okay.
Along with Eisenwerer, which is one village down from that.
What about
Uh,
Schwarzenheisen?
Schwarzenheisen. Now that's on the other side of like the river. And
Okay.
they don't get along. They're definitely not friends.
Hey guys, y'all can see behind the scenes of all of us on the screen.
Would you do that? Why would you do that?
Because FK fate.
I'm gonna kill him.
Vegeta knows.
So I guess since he's made the whole Motley Crue standpoint, I guess Sir Regios will approach him.
All right.
So when you say Motley,
He just sort of regards Regios with that same amused smirk. Oi, Motley.
if you say so. Question: any docks over in Eisen that we can pull into without looking too inconspicuous?
Oh, it's Eisen you're heading for, eh? I reckon that we could put in at some of the northern piers. There's some smaller rivulets I think we could squeeze down. If you've got the coin for it, of course. Dangerous going down them small rivulets.
Stryker takes a moment to think about this. Oh, not Stryker. Sir
Yes.
Regios. Shut
Striker
up!
takes-
It's the congestion. It's already starting to affect my brain.
It's already started. I mean, that
Yeah,
implies
this
you
is-
had a brain to begin with.
This is gonna be the best.
I mean,
episode.
I did have one that I kept in a jar, but sadly,
Did you title it? You know what I'm saying?
no. More like I gave it to a certain mage to hold for safekeeping. He then took it and threw it down a black hole, which then appeared out on the other side of some universe far, far away, and then got destroyed by, I think you said the exact words was, planet-sized star destroyer when it blew up.
Yeah, it got titled.
I don't know what you're talking about. That clearly wasn't me. It was some other mage.
Got
Definitely. Definitely.
titled. I got so many notifications.
So
So, Seregios / Striker. Strike Egios?
Strike
Seregios.
strikers.
Strikers. So it's
is contemplating this, trying to come down a smaller rivulet
Yeah.
and what it might cost him.
That's what happens. We just do the fusion. Yeah.
So Regios takes a moment, he ponders this, thinks about it, and goes, yeah, don't think I have the coin to cover this. Unless Tiamat's gonna cover it, we're not doing that. So
And Kadok is standing just a little ways away, and at the sound of, or at the mention of Tiamat's name, he just sort of turns to look over his shoulder at you, Seregios, and gives a slight smirk. Doesn't step forward to offer any coin, though.
I
Sure.
figured. So Regios starts. Now, Eisen, is this an area that is this an area where Sir Regios may have traveled to at some point? Due
Well,
to the
if-
nature of his
If I recall correctly, one of the previous episodes, we had discussed that Seregios and Stryker were on a mission together in this same area looking for possibly this same artifact some
yes, that's
yeah,
right.
months or
So-
years ago, and it didn't go well.
No.
So I guess this is probably a good time for a memory check to see if he remembers something that might work out a little better.
All right. Give me a 12 side for I think that's intelligence. Striker,
Right.
do you want to get in on that too?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, should
Since-
I do it too? But yeah.
yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
because
if I
question.
remember correctly, my intelligence modifier is a -1.
Mine too.
Oh, well.
I got a 10. So that
Hey.
is a 9.
And I got a 9, so that is an 8. Yay!
And for once, Striker is smarter than Seregios. Now that is a terrifying thought.
Ooh. Start doing stuff. It's like, how the hell is he smarter than me?
So,
Well, to be fair, it
Seregios-
seems like throughout this whole thing, Striker's memory has been better than Seregios' memory throughout this entire little adventure. in
Because
Kish.
Sergio's got his ass whooped a whole bunch of times, so Striker just tried to get away as much as possible.
Seregios, you remember traipsing up and down rolling hills, crawling through dense forests, and slogging through swampland and bogs up to your waist, and generally being thoroughly miserable about the whole trip. Striker, you remember the hit contract that was put out on you, and that it was put out on you by a certain Church of Xerxes. Possibly the same Xerxes whose tomb you're looking for.
Could be.
Possibly the same church that didn't take very kindly to you courting the head priest's daughter.
I mean,
And you seem to recall that this church of Xerxes, whose temple you're looking for, might be headquartered in Eisen, maybe, and might take exception to seeing your face again, just a little bit.
I mean, she was good though. I mean, what? And then you see me sitting there just going, oh man, oh, the thing she did with her leg. Oh God. Oh, so what were we looking for again, guys? What's going on? Let's go back.
Seregios turns and looks at Striker and just shakes his head.
Like what? I mean, you know, the ladies. Ain't that right, baby?
I hope you weren't pointing at Ronnie when you said that.
You know what?
Actually, you know what?
I want to do
Make
it.
a roll to see who he pointed at.
He says he wants to do it, so all right.
She's like, you. It probably stinks. You
If
probably have
it's
the clock.
if it's odds, it's Ronnie. If it's evens, it's
No, he's already rolling
Go,
for it. I
Drake.
don't know. Go on.
12 side or do I want to do 6 still? So odds are
No. Are you pointing at Ronnie when you say that or not? It's a simple thing. It's your choice, man.
oh.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
You're doing it. All right.
I'm doing
All right. You're pointing at Ronnie while you say that.
it. I'm doing it on purpose, people.
We got to do this right.
Yeah.
Well, Ronnie?
I put it at Ronnie and wink at like just to make it like a hey, I'm doing this on purpose.
At that moment, Ronnie just looks at him. She slowly stands up from her seated position against the port side wall
Mhm.
there. She just slowly just gets up and then walks over to Striker, almost a little too calmly. She doesn't have like her usual cheery step. She's not hunched
that.
over,
I feel like-
straight laced back up, chest out slightly, and just walks over to him.
I feel like this is a trap. And I'm gonna be uncomfortable when she
I
does something.
mean, you had to point.
Hey, I did it on purpose. I
you deserve whatever you get at this point.
feel like she's gonna troll me. That's what I feel like. I feel like it's gonna be a troll.
Now, my question is this:
Where she
it's
where's
Kadok, right?
Kadok
The female twin, Kadok.
Gadok is the
Gadok.
female.
Okay, so she looks at Gadok, and then looks back at Stryker, and then she reaches around the back of Stryker's neck, and then just runs her hand down his neck over his shoulder.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
And then says, "Whatever you say, darling." And then walks off.
I knew it. I told you it was gonna be a troll.
All right. Ronnie, roll me a 12 side for charisma.
Oh, this is gonna be a troll.
That is a 6 plus 2, so 8.
As you caress Stryker's neck and shoulder, just as you're turning away, out of the corner of your eye, Ronnie, you can see a sort of a shadow move across Gadok's face, just for a moment. And then that implacable grin is back, as if it had never left.
Mm-hmm.
You see me grin really hard, like, and then in my head I'm going like, no.
No,
Baby. No.
you witness all of this nonsense going on in front of you, and Kadok, the brother, kind of tilts his head and gives you a sidelong look like, what did I just witness?
I'm like, man, it's just Stryker, man. Just sit back and relax and enjoy it, whatever.
Sit back in the chair, like.
But I was sure that Ronnie was going to break his jaw for that comment, and that is not at all what I expected.
Because she's used to him, and then you just have to expect it from Stryker. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
She's basically, I mean, she just got used to it. It's Stryker. And I do this, I go like this, and then that's it. She gets what I'm talking about.
It's just Stryker. Hey, no one can.
You're not gonna get more. You're not gonna get less. He's like, I mean,
no one can resist Stryker.
Very strange, but okay, if you say so.
Now, question is, Sir Reggio's noticed all this going on.
I'm sure. I mean, it's only a few paces away from you.
Okay.
I strike hard, strike fast. Two strike, two furious.
Terrible. Just absolutely terrible.
Stryker, what is Tokyo Drift?
Get out. So as all that's going on, Stryker and Gadok and Ronnie, Sir Reggio's just kind of, he watches. Okay. He takes a moment to think about it, and then he just goes, whatever. Turns back towards the captain.
Hey, Sir Reggio's. What's wrong, buddy?
Sir Reggio turns around and notices Stryker going like this, and just goes, "Are you saying you need to go off and twaddle yourself?"
Twaddle. You gotta put the twa in it.
Oh, that's what your lady friends do to your yeah.
At that, Captain Neural speaks up. He's like, "Oi, any of that? Go do it at the head. Don't be making a mess of my ship."
Perfect timing.
I don't want your squid jam on my deck. That's what he
You mess up my deck, you're scrubbing it.
Yes. Keep your Vex milk to yourself, sir.
I'm tired of polishing wood over here. Come on. Oh crap, I'm crying.
If you're looking for something to scrub, I can help you with that. And he gestures to a mop and bucket over to the side.
I was like, oh, that okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Give him a shifty look like, sure. Hey, get out. You need something polished for him.
And for the first time, there's like a crack in Nuril's composure as he begins to wonder what kind of heathens he's invited aboard his ship.
Sir Regios remembers this, but he also enjoys this very, very much, seeing this crack in his armor. Yes.
I walk over to Sir Reggie. I was like, Reggie, who do you think is going to make him crack first?
Sir Regios leans over, says to Stryker, if you can continue to get Gaddock to mess around with him, I'm pretty sure she'd make him break in less than a day.
5 coins? Oh, wait, no. 10? All right, as soon as I get 10 coins, I got you.
That's so like Stryker. Gambling with money he doesn't have. He's going to go over to Noel next and be like, hey, Noel, you got me?
I mean,
Hey, what do you
doing
mean? I
that
get
all
money
game
too.
for Stryker, so it's only fair, right?
Right?
I made sure we were still alive with the 100 coin that I had to give up already. So I got 2 gold right now to my name. So,
Okay, we can do it for a silver piece.
silver piece? All right,
Do it
got
for a
you.
silver piece. I got 2
Silver
silver.
piece.
Make it easy on both of us.
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
Let's make it
Silver
better.
piece saying that Gaddock breaks Captain Earl. All right.
Before we get to the shoreline, you're gonna make them crack.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
This is gonna be ridiculous.
You know. I miss doing this stuff, yo. Hold on. Before we continue, I miss doing this stuff. God dang it. It's been too long. I ain't
Yeah,
laughed
it's
like
fun.
this in so
Yeah,
long.
you wouldn't think a month was that long, but it does feel like it's been way longer.
Literally, I am crying right now. I can't see it. I'm very crying right now. Okay, now let's continue.
You guys sort of do your usual banter thing for a couple of hours. At this point, you're out in the middle of Lake Laogai, and there's no land to be seen in any direction. How Captain Earl knows where he's going is a little bit beyond you, but he seems pretty sure in the way he's steering the boat. So far, though, Gaddock hasn't made any passes at Neural yet. You got some work to do. You got some work to do if you're going to keep your bet.
So I walk up and I say this kind of loudly next to Sir Reggie. Say, you know what gets me going, man? It's when the lady flirts with somebody else, like a captain or something, that really gets me going. so she can hear me. So she can hear me. And
Give me a 12 for performance.
All right, come on, you can do it.
Performance, what is
That's a charisma.
that's a charisma 5, so that's a 6.
Gaddock kind of looks your way as you speak and flashes you another one of those Cheshire Cat grins, but doesn't seem to have any interest in the captain. She's got her cat-like eyes on you.
Okay, was that loud enough for Ronnie to hear?
Oh no, Ronnie, in the course of a couple of hours, would you have stayed at topside, gone below?
Most likely she would have stayed atop side because of everything that happened her last adventure. She's most likely hanging either at the stern or the bow of the ship.
She's over at the bow. As I recall, that was her favorite place where she could park and keep an eye on everybody on the ship.
Yeah.
And since Stryker and Seregios and the captain are at the stern, no, I'm going to say she did not hear that.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. Hey, it's a bet. We gotta try everything we got. Right? We gotta try to get this to work.
Noel, what are you up to after a couple of hours on this placid lake?
You know, stranger, I'm just like practicing my spearmanship. So
Oh, all right, all right.
all rusty.
You know what? Let's see here. As you're practicing your spearmanship, the captain actually looks kind of intrigued. And after a few minutes of watching you go through your forms, he nods to one of his crewmen who steps over and takes a tiller from him. And he strides up to you and says, "Partial to the spear, eh? I've always been more of a rapier man myself. What say you and me have a bit of a wager?"
Oh, why not? I'm bored in this shit. What you got?
What say you and I have us a little sparring match? You know, a little friendly match. 1-on-1, best out of 3 rounds. Buys the other man a couple of pints of beer at the next alehouse.
I look at Striker. Hey, man, you got him right. You know I'll pay you back.
The joke continues.
I look at him and I say, "Yeah, if you manage to not die with my 0 coin in my pocket, sure."
Did I make any money at all?
And Ronnie just kind of rolls her eyes and goes,
Do
"Tell
I
you
have
what,
any money?
I mean, you're the keeper of your character sheet, sir. I haven't been tracking your monies.
Oh, damn, I still don't have money. Yeah, you're right. I'm still 0.
If you were to stop back at Lagash at some point, you could probably collect your weekly wage for being a soldier, but you've not been there in a little while.
Yeah. Oh, I'm too far for that. That's just...
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Yeah,
The
Ronnie
captain
just kind of raises up off of the bow wall and she walks over. All right. I tell you what, this seems mighty intriguing. I'll ref it, and we'll say drinks are on me. First round only for the winner.
The captain turns to you, Ronnie, and very elegantly sweeps off his hat in a low bow. "Mighty obliged, lass, mighty obliged."
That's my kind of woman.
Oh, I'm not.
He looks back to you, Nolan, and he's like, "You interested?"
Oh, yeah, let's go, man. It's gonna be this is in our land we call it being free. Oh, whatever. What does that mean? What does that mean? He's like, well, you're so unskilled that it's like not worth anything, kind of. It's like, what's strange slang? He's like, yes.
The captain makes a broad sweeping gesture, and the aftmost 5 or 6 rows of oarsmen get up and move out of the way further up the ship to make room for you guys to spar. You've basically got the whole aft quarter to yourselves now. Everybody else is kind of spread apart to watch, and the captain steps a few paces away from you and then turns with a flourish, drawing his saber, or his rapier rather, in the same stroke, and assumes a sort of fencing pose.
Oh, I do some. Oh, I'm sorry. Keep going.
I was just saying, it gives you a little flick of the tip of the blade, as if to say, "Come on."
And I act kind of extra, and I spin it around my waist, around my neck, and I do a little spin around my hand, and I go kind of like pointing at him.
Now I'm really tempted to make you roll for that to see if
No,
you drop it.
no.
I mean, something like
always
that
like
would end up
yesterday.
being a dex roll anyway. He's got a
It
+2
would.
on his dex, right?
My
He
dex is
does.
15. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
good. I'm pretty good day.
You know what? I'll say roll for it, but I will give you advantage because you are a soldier and the spear is your baby.
Okay. What number do you want me to roll?
12.
That's a 12 side, and you roll it twice.
12?
Take the highest.
Okay. Oh, I got 11
Mm-hmm.
and a 10, so that was good either way.
Yep. You managed to pull it off. The captain gives you a small smile, and he steps forward to engage. Let's see here. He's going to start off with a flurry of relatively light pointed jabs at you. And that's a 17 to hit. Do you still have your character sheet up?
Oh, what you looking for?
So you got a 20 armor class. That's right, because you've got the scale mail.
Yeah.
He jabs at you, and all of his points just sort of glance harmlessly off of the scale mail, and you manage to duck and dodge a couple of them as well. And it was a pretty ineffectual attack. And it's your go now, sir.
All right. I start doing little quick flurries to his feet.
All right. Give us a 20 side.
Okay. I got a 10 on that.
And you've got a +3, so 13. That's not enough. You jab at his feet, and in what almost looks like he's dancing, he moves his feet out of the way without actually changing his position on the deck. Almost like he's taunting you a little bit. With that, he's going to take a sort of very grandiose, slow, sweeping swipe.
Now, before
your
you
head.
have him take that swipe, even though he was dancing to kind of get around that, I'm sure that still pushed him back a bit. How far back did he go?
He didn't move. He literally just stepped around the point of the spear.
Okay.
And
you said stepped around. Which direction?
So how do I explain this? As Noel is jabbing multiple times around his feet, he's just like moving a foot out the way and then moving it back.
Oh, so almost like a river dance / tap dance position. Okay, never
wow.
Almost,
so he just,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But very nimble feet, and yeah, he didn't give up any ground or take any ground. He just sort of stayed where he was. His very grandiose swing is obviously meant for theatrical effect, Noel, and you see it coming a mile away and just sort of take one step back, and it passes harmlessly in front of you. And it's your go again.
Oh, okay. While he's dodging it, while he's dancing, I'm like, oh, you think you're clever? I bring it up, hit him in the groin, not with the blade part because I'm not an asshole, but with the with the.
What do you just push the spear a little bit forward and then catch him in the middle?
Yeah, there you go. Boom, yeah. I move up.
I always in the deck.
Give us the 20 side.
Okay. I got 11.
So that's a 14 to hit. You sort of lunge forward a little bit and bring the spear up, and you can see Nurul's eyes get a little bit wider as you do this, and he very quickly steps back and sort of to the side, and the spear comes up but through air, and he takes a step or two back and then reasserts his fencing stance and then goes, naughty.
And at that moment, Ronnie will step in and go, I agree. No low blows. Everything above the belt, please.
Oh, come on. That's not, a real fight has no rules, but okay. I'll take that. I'm all right.
Captain Nurul kind of looks sideways at Ronnie with a slightly disappointed look. Oh, darling. But all the fun stuff happens below the belt.
And with that, Ronnie just rolls her eyes.
You never lie.
So saying,
she's like, stop. I go, stop bragging about your 30-second rounds. Let's continue this fight.
Now that actually gets a small chuckle out of Ronnie.
And elicits a little bit of a squint from Nurul, as if you're impugning his honor. And with that, he steps forward and assaults you with another round of furious stabs, which, once again, bounce pretty ineffectually off of your scale mail. And the stabs that might have gone through, you deftly turn away with your spear. It's over to you now again.
Oh, while he's stabbing, when I'm paying close attention, and when he overexerts this a little bit, I do a quick step forward and then lock his arm, like this, and then like point the spear at his head.
Interesting. All right, I'm going to make you roll me a 12 side first for
Okay.
dexterity to see if you can close the distance and grapple with him.
That's actually a good.
Oh, I got another 11. Oh, nice.
11. That'll do it, I think. Let me see here. You've got a +2, 13.
I go.
Oh,
I stare at him like, haha. You got no.
yeah, you managed to pull it off. You step in there, in between his blows, hook his free arm, and then drive the spear up to a point just under his chin. And he actually freezes for a moment, and his eyes get wide. He's like, "Not bad, lad, not bad. First rounds to you, then."
And
And
I
he-
back up. I was like, let's see what you got, huh?
And then with that, Ronnie goes, reset.
Nuril returns to his original position. A little bit less flourishing with the blade this time. He seems to be taking you a little more seriously, Noel.
Okay. All right. Can I go offensive
Before you
first?
start.
Yes, you get to start first
Yeah.
this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
But before you start, Ronnie turns to you. Point. Second round. Begin on my signal. And she puts her hand up. And she looks over at the captain. You ready?
Always, Lassie, always.
And she looks at Noel. Ready?
Ready.
All right, Noel, what you doing?
I do a really quick wide swing where I go like this,
Mm-hmm.
and then like I'm swinging. I do a graceful kind of like wide swing. So he has to either he's too close to back up, so he has to duck or kind of block it with a sword.
That is fair.
Yeah.
You've got a fairly long weapon.
Yeah.
Give me a 20 side.
Okay.
Oh, I just got what he said he was doing. It's a high-low sweep.
It's like,
oh shit! I fucked it up. I got a 2.
A 2.
Beautiful.
Just as the captain's overly grandiose swing in the previous round, everybody can see this coming from a mile away. And as you bring the spear around, the captain actually twirls his foil in his hand and kicks your spear up over his head as it passes him, and he doesn't move. Just a nice little parry.
Man,
and then
what
back
a whiff.
to his ready stance.
Oh yeah.
What a whiff.
Oh man.
But he didn't even punish.
This is a sparring match. I lost my weapon, so I guess he won the second round.
He didn't throw it at your hand. He was just like knocking it out of the way of his head.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Just parrying the blow. Just parrying the blow. He is going to counter with a slash of his own from the opposite side, but once again, this isn't enough to get through your armor, and actually sort of it would have come down between where your shoulder meets the neck, but you can kind of step aside with the momentum of your spear swing, and it just passes harmlessly in front of you. And it's your go again.
I'm like, well, it's just like you didn't experience the the grace of a witherspoon. That was a fluke.
And the captain just sort of raises his eyebrow.
Ronnie will also raise an eyebrow.
He actually like drops his guard a little bit.
Look, Striker raises the eyebrow too.
Raise of a witherspoon? What's a witherspoon? Is that some kind of exotic bird?
You got everybody on the boat going, what?
Like, you never heard of the witherspoons? Oh, these guys are uncultured.
The captain looks at you oddly for a moment and then puts his guard back up. It is still your move.
Oh, okay.
He said Reggio's.
And I start swinging. Okay, this is what I do. I start like doing like quick feints to his face.
Mm-hmm.
Then I do a quick horizontal slash to his midsection.
Okay.
Like a kind of fake out move. How much you want me to roll for that?
Roll me a 12-side first for performance to see if
Okay.
the feints are convincing enough that you can confuse him.
Oh Lord, I got a 2 again.
Two.
Trying to be flashy.
Roll a regular 20 side then.
Okay,
The
all right.
feints are a valiant attempt, but he sees your ploy and he
Ooh, I
isn't
got
gonna-
much better for that one. I got 16 for that one.
16.
Okay, yeah.
So 19 total. Yeah, that works. You said a horizontal slash.
Yeah.
You slash forward, and
No, I don't want to hurt him, so I just
Yeah.
I hit him. I don't hit him with the sharp part of the spear. I hit him like the flat part.
with the flat, hit him across
Yeah.
the chest with the flat, and it actually knocks him backward a couple of steps. I'll be damned.
And at that point, Ronnie goes, point.
And he sticks his sword in the deck and stomps forward, eyes you for a moment, Noel, and then sticks out his hand. You surprise me, Master Witherspoon. Much better than I expected. Well played, sir.
I was like, you're not.
Master.
And I get, you're not too bad yourself. After I shake his hand, I do the little thing over his shoulder. He's like, hey man, if I had money, I'll buy you a drink too, but I don't.
Lovely lassie. She's taking care of us anyway.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I tell you what I'll do. When we put in at Eisen, I'll pitch in a couple coppers for you to have some of their special whiskey.
Oh no, that sounds great. Hey man, why don't you teach me some of those sword moves? I'll teach you some spear moves. We could trade some skills.
I think I like that, yeah.
Yeah.
We've got us a long voyage ahead of us, going to be a couple of days. That'd be a good way to pass the time.
That'd be great. Look,
No.
we're friends, yeah.
Yeah. Add 20 XP to your total, sir.
Okay.
Nice.
So now riled up a little bit after refereeing the fight, Ronnie looks for the one big guy on the ship and goes, I need a grappling partner.
Is this the big guy who picked her up from the hold last time?
Yeah. Same one.
And he looks down at you, Ronnie, and grins this just huge, satisfied grin. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
And you guys now take your place in the aft quarter of the ship. Captain's returned to his place at the tiller, sword back in belt, and he's kind of watching the two of you with some amusement. Who's going to referee for you guys?
Well, this is more of strength training for Ronnie than anything, so.
Hey, I'll step in and referee this.
Uh-oh. Hilarious.
All right.
Go ahead.
This guy is 6'6" and probably 250 pounds, and doesn't look like there's a shred of fat on him. He's definitely your stereotypical hard weather sailor.
What's the difference?
Yes, and
Woke up.
dark
Muscle
skin,
man, you ready?
big grin, and he's looking like he's raring to go. And before he starts, though, he stops. He's like, "What do I get out of it if I win?"
Same
kinda
deal
looks
as your
you up.
captain.
A little bit greedily.
You get the same deal that Noel and your captain get. You can beat me. First round's on me.
Okay, I suppose that works. But he does look a little sad though, like he was hoping for something maybe a little bit extra.
I do this. I walk to him. It's really hard, my brother. It's really hard.
I know, but maybe one day I'll win her affections.
I don't know if you beat her really well. You might have a chance, buddy.
You really think so?
As just saying all that, all you see is Ronnie bouncing in the corner, stretching her arm.
And I look over her. I'm like, Sure. Give him a pat on the back, and I go stand in the middle. I say, "Muscle man, you ready?"
Mm.
He slams his fists together in such a way that it makes an audible crack like a tree branch breaking. And he says, "Yeah, I'm ready."
And I'm like, and then Noel's like, "Hey, how you gonna get up on him with his weight and height advantage?"
Ronnie looks back at Noel. You'll see.
Ronnie.
All right, whatever.
That's not bad. Hold on. Yeah, we said, Ronnie, you ready?
Let's go.
On my go. Go.
And actually, Mr. Surge,
Mhm.
why don't you flip a coin to see which one of you gets to go first? Heads, it's Ronnie. Tails, it's Big Bad and Brawny.
It is heads.
All right, Ronnie. Go get him, Tiger.
Yeah.
So Ronnie's first
That was
move,
my line.
and Jason, you'll be able to pick this up quickly. You watch enough wrestling. Ronnie literally takes a quick sidestep and then rushes in for the legs, picks him up, scoops him, and slams him.
Oh, yeah.
All right, give me a 12 side for strength.
That is an 11 straight with what is my strength again? Plus five. No,
plus 5.
Sarah deals. Yeah, she's plus 5.
Plus 5.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, you rush in there, go for the legs, grab him, and actually lift him up to everyone's surprise. Even the captain goes a little bit slack-jawed watching you do this because this guy's like 250 pounds. And you just pick him up like he's a sack of potatoes. And I'm sorry, did you say you were slamming on the ground
Yes.
forward, backward? Yeah. Slam him down. And he hits the deck with a thud like crashing trees and lays there for a moment like, what, how did I get on the deck?
Oh, you see my faces go, ooh, you alive, man.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just not sure how I got on the deck. And he looks down at you, grabbing hold of his legs, and he's like, "Did you do that? You little... How
And
did you do that?"
she just shoots him a wink and then gets back in position.
Point.
He staggers back to his feet, brushes some
Can I say something
chips and
ignorant?
stuff off him. Yeah. Go on.
I'm like, oh wait. My wife goes through that like once a month when she's really angry. Are you are you bleeding, honey? He's like, oh shit.
And as Ronnie was sitting here bouncing, super excited, she stops midway. And you just see like the smile slowly disappear.
Before Ronnie can say or do anything to Noel, the big beefy guy is actually stepped up to him and he's like, "That's not very nice. You shouldn't talk like that about women."
He goes, what? My wife does it too. I was like, I'm mean.
But they don't like it.
Oh, yeah.
I walk up to the big.
Well, my wife doesn't like anything, so I don't know what's.
That might be part of your problem. And he gives you a pat with a hand that could like cover your face. He just gives you a little pat on the shoulder like,
That's
there,
not swat.
there,
That's not
don't
swatting
worry.
away. I just start swatting away. I'm like, yeah, I go focus on your fight.
Oh, right, yeah.
I walk up to
Turns
Big
back
Bro.
to Ronnie.
I walk up to Big Broly, dude. I was like, "You good? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Let's
All
go.
right, let's do this. Pound it. Give me a fist. Yeah.
He gives you a fist, and it's enough to knock you back like 5 steps.
And you got taken down, but you know what? Let's go back. You ready?
Ronnie, after seeing this whole display of him approaching Noel about the whole thing, she starts smiling again. She's like, "You know what? I'll try to be a little more gentle this time."
Probably did. You ready? Ronnie, you ready? Go.
Since Ronnie went first last time, Big
Mhm.
Ronnie guy is going to go first this time. and he's going to sort of stomp forward. He does it in this kind of lurching gait that you're not really sure if he's going to go left or going to go right. And suddenly, as he seems to be lurching left, he suddenly staggers right and actually grabs you around the waist and hoists you up around and throws you down on the deck on your back. Now, I will give you a 12 side for dexterity to see if you can roll with the impact and get back on your feet.
That is a 6 plus 2. That's a 7. No, 8.
That's good enough. That's good enough. So you roll back to your feet. You stagger a little bit. That was a hell of an impact, but you did manage to get back to your feet on the other side of the guy. And he's turned to face you now, and his grin is about as broad as it could get. It is your move now.
Ronnie smiles. Not
No point.
bad.
I go, no point. Like, what? Like, she didn't stay down.
So Ronnie is ooh. Yeah, that's gonna fail. So Ronnie's gonna go in and try to pick his left leg and swoop it from under him. But apparently when she goes to do it, because it's only a 2, so she goes to go do it, and then I guess she just gets stuck.
So yeah, you dash up and do this spinning kick to knock his leg out from under him, but he seems to have planted himself more firmly on the deck than last time, and when your leg connects with his, it's like kicking the mast.
Oh, he did a horse stance. Oh,
Yes.
And it doesn't move, and you can feel like a fair amount of pain in your shin now, because boy, that was sure like kicking a tree trunk or something.
he's like sturdy like a mountain, and he started.
Ron, and weirdly enough, you see this grin just creep along Ronnie's face. Oh, this is gonna be funner than I thought.
And the big guy just sort of chuckles. I like fighting you.
Oh, I elbow strike her. I'm like, oh look, Ronnie found a husband.
I'm like, shut up! Don't say that real loud. Shoot, I'm trying. God, Uncle,
The
listen.
big and burly hears that, and his grin gets wider. It's like, oh yeah, you might actually have a chance here.
For some reason, Ronnie has ignored all of that. She's in the zone.
I don't know if you can. You probably can't see this.
Ooh,
Focus.
he rolled a straight 12.
He rolled a natty 12 on this next one.
Ooh.
Well,
He swings around and grabs Ronnie around the back of the neck with a hand that's easily large enough to just cover her whole head. And as he continues rotating, he actually sticks one of those timber legs out in front of her, forcing her to trip over that, and slams you down, face down on the deck. I'll give you a 12 side on strength to see if you can get up, but I'm going to give you disadvantage on that because you are flat on your face and he's weighing down on your back.
First one's a 9. Second one is a 10.
So 9 plus
And-
5.
Yeah, plus 5.
Yeah. So with considerable effort, you haul yourself up to a sort of like push-up position, not on the deck. And his eyes get real wide as he watches you, and he tries to press down. So now it's contested strength thing.
and I'm waiting this the whole point or no point in
All
my
right, come on, quit spinning. All right, so he gets a 5. That's a 6, 7, 8. So he's got an 8. Roll me another 12 side.
So I rolled an 8 with my plus 5. So
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
You hold up and then actually manage to switch over to one hand, holding him up. You've got one hand free. What you doing?
How is he holding me down again? Just with his one hand?
One hand on your back,
Okay.
just at the base of your neck.
So
You're up on one hand and you've got one hand free. I'll let you choose which hand is free.
we'll go with the left. She will
Mhm.
use her left hand. She will grab him by the wrist for wrist control, and she will use the hand that she's using to push herself up to spin off of, so she can grab with the other hand and pull him down.
All right.
That's more of dex than anything else.
I was just going to say, give me a dex throw for that one.
So that is a 7 + 2.
You just barely managed to pull that off. He rolled 1 point lower than you. You managed to pull this off. You flip yourself around, and to his great surprise, pull him down. Now he's half on top of you, half on the deck. But you've got control of him.
So, since I pulled him in like this, his body should be like right about here.
Pretty much.
So Ronnie's just going to lock her legs around his arm so he can't move it, and she's going to reach around his neck and just pull down until his neck is like right here into her shoulder.
All right, give me another 12 for strength.
People try to go down first.
Oh shit! It's a natty 12 for a natty 12. Let's go.
All right, there we are. You grab hold of his head and start pulling him down, and he's like flailing with the one hand that's free, trying to get you off, but he can't get a grip. And eventually he just taps out on the deck.
What?
I'm like, wow, that's some good foreplay, Ronnie. Keep going.
God dang it.
Ronnie's still so hyped up that she hops up and still in position, and she's like, yeah, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
I go, get it, girl, get it.
The big guy kind of... Ooh, whoa. And he staggers up into a sitting position for a moment and looks at you, still raring to go. And he's weighing his options like, if I keep going, I could maybe get in her pants, but she could also kick the crap out of me. Do I want to keep going?
You want to keep going?
I say you got this, man. You got this.
Okay, want to go another round?
She has pent up anger. She gotta.
Sadly, this isn't even anger. This is just Ronnie enjoying a decent tussle. She hasn't had one of these in a while.
All right, Noel, roll me a 12 side for charisma to see if you can cheer him into another round.
Okay.
God dang it. You trying to kill this man?
I'm a bad hype man. I got a 4.
A 4. I don't know, Stryker. Do you want to try and cheer this poor guy on?
Yep, good. You said 12 side, right?
Uh-huh.
You know what? I'm gonna have Sir Regios roll too.
Everybody's cheering the big guy on.
Oh, I got a 2. God dang it.
Sir Regios got a 5.
Dang it.
Out of all of you, Noel is the more persuasive, and that still isn't saying very much.
Terrible.
What's my charisma stat anyway?
You're a +2.
Oh,
Nope,
so but still
+2.
6. Okay, it's only 6. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I misspoke. Seregius, you said you got a 5.
Yes.
So you managed to get a dirty 7. So Seregius is the most persuasive out of all of those. And Big Brawny Guy isn't impressed by the arguments from Nolan Stryker, but when Seregius, of all people, this really overly stern, overly self-absorbed kind of badass mercenary,
Just goes
steps
like
up from the
this.
aft and gives him the thumb up, he's like, oh, I might actually have a chance here.
So that means you're
And
still
so
in?
he clambers to his feet. He goes,
All right, here we go, people. Put
And
your bets in.
Ronnie just grins that grin.
all right.
You ready?
Big, tall, dark, and brawny sinks into a low crouch with a sort of like tiger's paw thing going on now. And he's like,
Ready.
let's go.
Ronnie, you ready?
Ring the bell.
Oh, we got a bell now? Shoot, we fancy here. Ding, ding. Get it on.
Ronnie, it's your go now.
So Ronnie is going to literally just go straight in. She's gonna rush at him, do a drop step to get behind him, and go into waist lock. And then she's gonna German suplex him.
He's gonna do it.
All right. 12 side for Dex to see if you can sidestep him to get behind him.
Okay.
Trying to take
Oof.
What you get?
Oh, that can't be good.
Is it a critical fail?
Is that a critical fail?
Critical fail.
Oh
first
my
one of the return, baby.
Wow.
And the show lives up to its name.
Indeed.
Ronnie, you do a deep step to try to get beside him, but being still somewhat unfamiliar with sailing ships, the deck is more slick than you expected. And instead of stepping cleanly around him, your foot slips and you end up doing a full split right next to him.
Oh, I bet that turned him on too.
So as Ronnie does the split, she kind of like does like a jerking motion, and then she looks up and goes, "Huh? So that's how you do one of those."
And you see a very brief sort of mouth-watering look in Tall Dark and Brawny's eyes for a moment. But then he, I got to think about this now. You're such a compromised position.
What happens?
What happens?
Striker go. I didn't know she was that flexible. Is Gaddock near me? Near me? Please say please say Gaddock's next to me. Please say Gaddock's next to me when I say that.
Static, like pass over Gaddock's smiling face for a moment. The smile darkens and turns a little bit sour. She glances at you sideways at the corner of her eye, Striker, and then Cheshire Cat grins back in place as if it never happened.
In the middle of that, Ronnie's just gonna shoot Striker a wink.
Yes.
Let's see.
What she does?
Tall Dark and Brawny is going to bend down double and put his hands around your stomach, Ronnie, so that when he stands back up, he has you from behind upside down.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's gonna have to come in from the front then, in order for that to make sense.
He just sort of turned in place since you pulled your split right beside him. He all he had to do was really turn in place to get it. And since you were on the ground already, I'm giving him advantage on this one. Oh crap.
12.
Another 12.
I'm loving
So he twists around, bends down almost double, scoops his hands around your midriff, pulls you up until you're upside down in his arms. And then he just starts to fall backwards.
Ooh, terrible
like
version of the Alabama Slammer. Let's go.
Yeah, pretty
Like a
much.
tree falling and crashes to the deck with a thunderous roar. The whole ship shakes. And
Could be the reverse
Ronnie.
ending.
oh, Ronnie, you're definitely going to have a sore ass at the end of that one.
Oh wow, man. That's how you get him in position. Oh man, he was doing great. That's what I said.
You know what the sad part is? Considering what he did, I'd actually take less damage from it. He'd take the brunt of it.
You take the brunt of it. But there's rule of cool.
And Ronnie
So-
just looks there for a second. She's like, huh. I wonder if he thought that one through.
After a moment of the two of you like lying on the deck, you're still kind of like half on his chest, half on the deck. He reaches up and rubs the back of his head. Oh, that wasn't as cool as I thought it would be.
She goes, had you would have just had me further out, it might have worked to your advantage.
I go,
Yeah.
No points? What? No points. No points. Technically, both of y'all got knocked out. I don't understand the rules of this thing anymore.
I'm used to doing that with people what's a bit taller. No offense.
None taken.
He kind of pushes you off of him and rolls over to get back onto his feet.
Ronnie
draw.
hops up immediately and just dusts herself off.
All right. I was like, you want to continue?
He's looking around for that loving support again. I think he's only got one round left in him if you guys can rouse him into it.
Hold
I
on.
look at him. I'm
Sir
like,
Regios is already rolling. Sir Regios rolls a 7.
God damn.
You know what?
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
never mind. Ronnie rolled a 2. I was gonna have Ronnie rouse him too.
I look at him like, you know what? You can do it, buddy. Let's, you know what? Screw it.
Hey, he's like, hey man,
I got a 7.
So Sir Regios just same thing as last time. Staring looks at him. Thumbs up.
I look at Sir Regios and I look at him like, what he said.
Oh no, you encouraging him? You discouraging him? What you doing, man?
hey man, you only live once, man. Man. Hey, do we have an artist on the ship? I need somebody take the draw the paint the occasion where he embarrasses himself. When like there's no cameras in this world, obviously. So you got a sketch. Whoever sketches or artists are on this.
Such a dick.
Captain Earl kind of raises an eyebrow at you, but doesn't answer.
Well, if there ain't no objections.
Tall, dark, and burly flexes his shoulders a little bit. All right. One last time. I've got you this time.
I walk up.
Ronnie,
Look,
Ronnie gets real sparky. That's the spirit.
I walk up to him and say, "Look, you really want to throw off her game, right? Smack her on the butt." And I walk back.
Does that work?
Hey, you trying to get with her, right?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right then.
Okay. I'll try it. Thanks, mate. I really.
Wait! I started giving him advice. Like, I know I joke around a lot, but say how strong she is, but don't come off as I made this word up. It's called simp. So what's a simp? It's like, well, it's when you kiss a lady. Well, just don't just like compliment her, be cool, and then just
I don't know if I understand, but compliment. Oh, all right, I'll give it a try. Thanks,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
I
No
really
problem.
appreciate you guys trying to help me out here. I really do.
Tell her you love how strong she is. She'll love that. Okay.
All right. I'm ready. Let's go.
You ready, Ronnie? You ready?
Tell her you think. Tell her to act, pretend she's a virgin. She'll be like, oh no.
Oh shit.
He's trying to break me before this round starts. I can see it now. Oh man.
I look at him and say, don't listen to what he's saying right now. Just, you got it. You good. Ready? On my mark. Fight.
I believe it's his turn to go first. Yeah.
Correct.
I think so. Yeah.
Let's see.
Smack the butt.
He's actually going to run forward, which is actually a bit of an intimidating sight to see this 250-pound, 6'6" tall mountain barreling towards you at almost a full run, even though it's a short distance. And as he gets to you, Ronnie, he's going to suddenly swing around to one side, and one of these tree trunk arms is going to cut him down low, right around waist level. Not exactly to your legs. You're too short for that. He can't reach down far enough for that, but he's going for the waist to try and sweep you off your feet, as it were. And that's 7, 8, 9 on the strength. Give me a I guess that would be a strength check to see if you can. Well, do you want to try and dodge it, or do you want to try and stand through it?
Honestly, I kind of want to try to counter it.
All right, give me a strength check then to see if you can counter.
Ooh, 10.
A 10, that's enough to counter it.
Yeah.
What you doing?
So when his arm comes down, just like when it's close enough to my waist, Ronnie's gonna turn into it, grapple him by the wrist, and then just pull him into a straight elbow strike.
All right. Give me another 12 to see how hard you can strike him.
And while he's doing that, right, I'm looking at him like, strong, strength. Like, say why are you about to get
I
up?
rolled a 5 on that one, so 10.
Okay. You successfully grab hold of his wrist, and before he can react, you pull him further around right into an elbow strike. And just as with trying to kick his leg out from under him, it's like elbow striking a rock. It hurts you more than it hurts him. Like, he doesn't even make a noise when you strike him.
I love how strong you are.
Yes. And again, that smile just crips along Ronnie's face.
And as you're like holding him, he's bent over. You know, you're in contact with his side. You've got control of his near arm, and he just kind of looks up into your eyes as you're doing that. He's like, "You're really pretty and really strong, and I love fighting with you." And with that, then he's actually going to lift his arm up and hoist you fully off the ground as long as you're holding onto his wrist.
If he's gonna lift me up, then I would like to counterpoint with a strength check.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, 12.
All right, you got him. What are you doing?
So when he goes to try to like lift me up, Ronnie literally just pulls him in and then holds him in grapple position right there, just head right in.
All right. He starts to lift you up. You pull him down, and with a surprised grunt, he's suddenly under your arm. Let's see. You know what? That advice comes to him, and with his free hand, which is easily big enough to reach around you, he is going to try and swat you on the ass. Whoop, if I don't throw my dice on the floor. Let's try that again.
Oh, yeah, look at Sir Reggie. I think he's about to do it. Watch this. No, you ready? Watch this.
Yeah, he pulls it off too. He winds up and reaches around you and slaps you on the ass. Hard enough to sting.
Does it reverberate though?
No, it's not a reverberating slap. It's just enough to sting.
So
he didn't quite have it in him to do the reverberating slap.
I'm like, yo, he did it. He did it.
And with that, since Ronnie already has him right here, she just takes his other arm and loops it around her neck and lifts him up in a suplex position.
All right, give me a 12 for strength. See if you can lift him up that way.
And then Noel's like, kiss her in the forehead. He's like, what?
6
Just kiss her in
plus
the forehead.
5, so 11?
11?
Dirty 11?
You get the arm around and you start to lift him up, and you get about halfway there. That's not quite enough. He's really heavy, and you actually start to pitch forward. Roll a 12 for dex save to see if you can catch yourself before you both fall flat on the deck.
That is a 10. So dirty
10.
12.
You do manage. You have to take a step or two forward, but you manage to catch yourself and stop you guys from falling and get the rest of the way up. And suplex him into the deck. There's another tremendous crash as he comes down on the deck. And he just goes limp at that point. Like, he's done. All the fight's gone out of him.
I go over there. I lift his arm up and go. What? That's over.
And with that, Ronnie actually just like, instead of like just getting up, she rolls over while still holding him to kind of roll him over too. And then kind of just like slowly pushes him up to his knees.
Well, that was a hell of a fight. I really liked it. I'm sorry I couldn't give you more of a match.
Don't worry about it. Actually, it's been quite a while since I've been able to stretch like that. And also, thanks for the comment. I like fighting with you too.
You do?
Absolutely. And with that, she'll give him a soft, gentle pat on the head, and then just gives him a small peck on the forehead, and then walks over to Stryker.
And you
wait, can I do this real quick? I look at Ronnie like this, so I just look at her like this, like kind of like a weird smirk. I'm like, and I look at her, I look at him like, and I go, and she's like, what are you talking? Like, and I don't say nothing.
I was about to do the same thing. I was gonna look at him and I go like.
Oh, I don't even do. I'm not even. No, I'm more subtle than that. You do the thumbs up, just go. Just,
Oh, you talking about one of these like.
And then, because I'm already walking over to Stryker to make this whole thing come full circle, Ronnie walks over to Stryker and then slaps him on the ass while walking past Garak.
I'll go.
So
ooh,
right after Ronnie gives him the kiss, his whole face turns a deep crimson, and he just sort of sits there for a moment, all wide-eyed, saying, "She kissed me. She kissed me." And then Ronnie, as you walk by Stryker and slap him on the ass, his face falls. He's like, "Oh, but she likes him. Oh well." But again, Garak off in the corner watching, you can see her scowl ever so slightly.
as she does, as she just slides her, oh, later. And I look at Garak, I'm like, and walk away.
You can feel her eyes on you, and they're definitely not in the covetous, overly affectionate glare that she usually sends your way. No, this is much more of a "what are you doing? You're mine" kind of glare.
I'm like,
Does Sir Regios notice this?
Give me a 12 for perception.
come on, Regios, we got a bet going on.
Nope, he doesn't notice.
Dang,
I rolled the regular poly die instead of rolling the metal die. It probably would have been better if I'd rolled the metal die.
Saving throw.
Nope, that's all you got.
Yeah, I really want to.
Ronnie, add 20 points to your XP total. That should put you at 700, I believe, for a good match.
That does put me at 700, sir.
Well, I would like to be able to do some more of this crazy stuff with y'all, but we were talking about doing a short episode today. So, do you guys want to call it here, or do you want to continue?
Yeah, how are you feeling?
It depends on how Sergio's feeling. How you feeling, Serge?
Give me a minute. Let me go to the bathroom and then I'll give you an answer to that.
All right.
Oh, I'll be back too. 1 second.
5-minute break, everybody.
Taking a break over here.
I need to refill anyway.
Hey, I guess I'm here by my. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna take a break too.
So, yeah, if we were actually, a sort of professional group, we would probably edit out this break. But as you may have noticed, FailPG is anything but professional. And so, yeah, you're stuck with 3 empty chairs and me sipping on my tea and rambling about random things. You might ask yourself, Mighty Mage, what is it like DMing for this crazy group? And my answer to you would be, oh my god. A little bit rowdy, a little bit crazy, a little bit raunchy. Just a little bit. Nothing too serious. It's all great. It's all good. Yeah. And nobody remembered to mute his microphone when they walked away. That is so typical. That chittering, buzzing that you might be able to hear is an air conditioner in Surge's basement, I think. So, while we're all waiting, you can stare at the funny glowy lights from Boss Ross's computer as Vegeta stares at you disapprovingly, wondering why you aren't training right now, because you know you should be training. You're not going to get any stronger by just sitting there watching these videos. You should go out there and train at 400G like a proper Saiyan. Yeah, shame. Shame.
Wait, did this turn to everybody goes to the bathroom break now?
Yeah, pretty much. You started a flood.
Whoops.
I was just telling the audience here that they just had 3 empty chairs and me and Vegeta staring at them disapprovingly, because they really should be out training at 400Gs like a proper Saiyan instead of sitting there and watching these videos.
I mean, you're not wrong.
But did I just come back and sit down? When are we training to be Saiyans?
Well, since y'all left, it was just me and Vegeta on your computer there.
Oh, and that white tiger that just always seems like it disapproves of anything and everything.
It does. It does look like it disapproving.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a tiger, therefore a cat, therefore disapproving of everything in general.
Oh, and you forgot about the Green Arrow right here. He's here too.
Nope, I can't see him. For there, he's not there. Nope,
So,
he's not there.
Mr. Surge, how are you feeling about continuing on or calling it quits? I mean, you made everybody sit through a 5-minute bathroom break, so I'm assuming that means you want to continue on.
Of course, I want to continue on, but
Does your body say?
that's what I was going to say. Of course, I want to continue on, but my body says that I should probably go and lay my punk ass down for a little bit.
Well, if that is the case.
Before we leave, I already know what I'm doing. I'm just going to go sit down and meditate.
Meditation is good. I'm going to go and make one more cup of Theraflu.
So
I've had 2 so far.
So look, Striker's going to grab his sword and just go sit down. With his 2 swords crossed and just sit down meditating. That's all I'm going to do.
You said you're sitting by the tiller.
I don't know what I'm going to say. What's wrong?
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. We just decided that Mr. Surge is the weakest link, and he's going to go and lay himself down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Wait, when did you get sick? Last night? That's when you started not feeling well?
It kicked in like yesterday during the day. Like I was already kind of fighting it off a little bit this week, and you know, it's what happens when you get left assed out in the cold when you sleep with someone else and they pull all the covers off of you in the dead of night. It's
married life.
Yep.
All right.
One bite.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that'll wrap it up for us for tonight then. We hope that you enjoyed our usual shenanigans and the fact that we got at least one epic fail in during the episode.
Yes.
Right? At least one. That's that.
And I threw 3 sevens. I realized, wait a minute, I threw 3 sevens in one episode. Fucking right.
777.
Oh, wow.
Still a failure.
It just dawned on me.
So, if you want, you should leave a comment below if you want Tall, Dark, and Burly to get with Ronnie at the end of this voyage.
Or if you think Ron Strike
I would also suggest you're free to place bets on whether they can get Gaddock to crack Captain Neural by the end of the voyage as well. So I recall there was a silver piece on it.
Yeah, silver piece on it.
Is that what they call it now? A silver piece on it?
Yeah,
that's
silver
the bet.
piece. Uh-huh.
Silver piece on it, huh? What was that?
That's what the cool kids will say nowadays.
Silver piece on it.
All right. Good night, everybody. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one.
Or not.
Yes, we will.
I mean,
or not.
You don't want to see us, but you might, because, like I said earlier, instead of going out and training like a proper Saiyan, you're going to sit here and watch videos because it's what you do.
Other than the 5-minute break that we had.
And we're
It
going to
was a
sit here and
freeze of 5
continue
minutes, too.
failing.
And we're not going to cut that out either, so you get to see just nothing but blank screen for like.
Yeah,
For
I
a
already
good
told him that,
5
but,
minutes.
Yep. If we were professional, we'd cut that out, but we aren't, so we won't.
No.
You won't.
Nope.
For
I am not
failures
editing that.
here.
But
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night.